Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Tuesday, May 7th. Well, we saw some volatility as the trade negotiators started to back off on what they had agreed to, and that was to change China laws that forced U.S. companies that wanted to do business in China to reveal proprietary technology and IT. That was agreed to. And then over the weekend, they said, no, we don't think we're going to do that. And the Trump administration said, we're not going to renegotiate a deal that we've already agreed to. So the Trump administration thought for a potential incentive is to impose on Friday an increase in tariffs on China goods. What we're seeing here is the market reacting to all that news. Now, the S&P was far stronger than what we're seeing here in the NASDAQ market. But I'm looking for an inside day on Tuesday in that market. Let's move on and let's see what was happening with the US dollar. And what I do find interesting is the setup that we're going to see here in just a minute. And that setup is with the Aussie dollar. Potentially bullish. Tuesday's very important. If buyers are here, we should see their footprints. And also what's interesting is that the way that the interest rate markets reacted was right on cue. Right kind of behavior, the mirror image of what we saw in the stock market, and I'm looking for an inside to lower day in that market. Also, when we think about precious metals, how did other markets absorb this information? Copper, very bullish. Silver, very neutral in that regard, and I look for a sideways move in that market. Now, let's talk about what's happening here with nat gas. Natural gas had the opposite behavior that crude oil did. I do look for follow through to the downside, but not a big move for nat gas to the downside, not at this point. Now let's talk about the grains. And what we see here is a critical time in May for planting for corn. All these indices had some pretty good setups when it comes to follow through. Now let's see if they can, because that is what you want to see. An up day on Tuesday for our friend Mr. Corn. And that concludes today's market studies. Thank you for being with me. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow. In the meantime, take care.